Hey everybody, this is Modern Refugee. When you start talking about preparedness, there's certain topics that are interrelated to that come up when you start discussing preparedness. Things like growing your own food, security, off-grid, creating your own energy. And another one of those things is making medicine, homeopathic medicine. And when you get into homeopathic medicine, there's a couple of plants that always come up in those conversations. And those two plants are comfrey and calendula. And these are both fairly common plants. Calendula is actually a relative of the marigold and the daisy. And I'm actually thinking maybe next year I'm going to put in a medicinal herb garden. I'm going to start cultivating these plants. But in the meantime, they're fairly easy to come by via the internet. You can get large dried bags of these guys fairly inexpensive. And they make different types of medicines. And one of the ways that these things are used are oil infusions. And this is what I got here. This is actually the comfrey, the calendula, and our local wild plantain or plantain. And this is actually making an oil that I'm going to use. This oil that I got in here is actually sunflower oil. Sunflower oil is an oil that I use a lot for making these types of oils or salves or whatever it is that I'm making. And the reason I use sunflower oil is because it's got a real high vitamin E content. But calendula is it's a flower. I'll show you here. These are dried ones. It's a yellow orangish flower, and the flower is typically what's used for the medicinal purposes. And I was going to do just a video on the comfrey and the calendula, but I decided to combine it with another video that I was thinking about doing, and that's some of the commercial things that are available that actually have these herbs in them or plants in them as a main ingredient. And this one right here, and that way you guys know about this stuff in case you want to include this stuff without making it, or while you're still experimenting as you're making stuff. But this right here is the one product. This is kind of like a first aid salve, and you can see, I don't know if the camera will pick that up, you can see the ingredients in there. Comfrey and calendula are two of the herbs that are actually used in this, as is Prid. Prid is another homeopathic drawing salve. The print's too fine on here for me to show you guys on it. The camera I doubt would pick it up, but Prid is another drawing salve that's actually been around a while. I've actually seen this in a couple of different stores. Sometimes it's hard to come by, but the second ingredient in the active ingredient of this again is calendula. And then this right here I think is kind of the most interesting, and I've been carrying this here for a shorter period of time in my first aid kits. But what this is this is calendula and olive oil mixed. There's only, I doubt it'll show it, but I'm going to just turn it around here. Maybe you guys can take a screenshot and look at this. But calendula and olive extract is basically what's in this, and this costs about $6 a tube. It's basically calendula and olive oil. That's all it is. So for $6 for this, for $20 you can probably make a quart of it. For me, I've been actually using it on little scrapes and cuts and stuff. It's actually been fairly effective. So if you guys are just starting to look into this herbal medicine and this homeopathic medicine, I wanted to bring those Comfrey and the Calendula to you guys' attention, so you guys can look it up and look at the different things that they make with it, because there's a bunch of different stuff that they make with both of these things. They both have different uses. Sometimes they're combined, sometimes they're used separately, but figured you guys should know about it. Wanted to share this information with you guys just real quickly, so you guys got a good idea where to start for your own research. But anyway, there's one other thing that I want to mention. As far as this oil, there's actually two different schools of thought on this oil. There's a quick method where you heat this oil and you have the herbs and stuff in it, and then there's another method where you just put the oil on the herbs and the plants and you just let it go for like a month or so. And there's some give and take on that. There's some people that think that you're destroying the properties by heating the stuff up, and but of course some people don't have 5-6 weeks to make these kind of infused oils without heating it up. I guess I really haven't noticed a difference between the two methods. If you're in a hurry and you need the medicine, of course, heat the oil, put the herbs in it, do it that way. But if you have the time, just put this on a windowsill or in a quiet place where nobody will disturb it, and just let it steep naturally. And that's basically how I do it. If I'm in a hurry, I'll do it. I'll heat the stuff up and put it in. But if I'm not in a hurry, like now, I'm just going to leave this stuff set and kind of get happy on its own. But anyway, I just want to tell you guys this, give you guys a little bit of information on this, give you guys maybe a start. Where to start looking at this stuff, giving you the different names of the herbs here, show you these different products in case you decide you don't want to make it yourself, if you want to just buy it and try it out first. But here's the one, here's the Prid, and then here is the kind of oil salve type stuff. But anyway, this is Modern Refugee. I appreciate all my subscribers out there. Hope you guys get a little information, a little entertainment out of this video, and you guys have a good day.